Hello, everyone. So, cybersecurity is changing at a rapid pace. And I don't mean by changing, I don't mean new technology. I mean things are happening that are going to change the way we work in cybersecurity. It's going to be impacting our jobs going forward. It's not something that might happen immediately, but within 2 to 3 years. And as cybersecurity professional, it's very important to know these trends, which are going to impact the job industry, which are going to impact the market. And if you're not ready for this, you might have a very difficult time adapting. So it's very important to know about these trends. And that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. I'm going to talk about the key trends which you need to know to make sure that you have job security in the coming years. So if you're new here, guys, welcome to my channel, which is called the Cloud Security Guy. I'm Taimur, and I talk on a weekly basis about things like cloud security, artificial intelligence, and general cybersecurity career advice. So please do like and subscribe to this channel. Now, the first trend I see, which is really going to shake things up, is security co-pilots. If you're not aware what this is, these are basically intelligent AI systems. I don't mean things like ChatGPT, okay? These are things, AI systems that are acting independently of humans. Do you understand what I mean? Have you seen those cars which are driving around, those self-driving cars, right? Now take that and apply that to an AI system, and you have the new breed of tools which are coming out. They are still very experimental, but all you have to do is give it a task and it's gonna do it by itself. Okay, you don't need to prompt it back and forth like chat gpt. And you can imagine what this means, right? Give them a problem and they will execute tasks and subtasks. Okay, so this is very game changing when it comes to cybersecurity. You have seen things like Microsoft Copilot. They've already released something like this based on chat gpt. All you have to do is give it like some task to perform, and it's going to go ahead and create its own subtasks and do it by itself. So can you imagine the amount of cybersecurity tasks that are going to be automated going forward once these things become mainstream, right? Once these things have you enterprise level companies launching them, penetration testing, like user reviews, threat modeling, you can potentially have a small army of AI powered bots who are doing things like security scanning, analyzing, right? This is a level of automation which is going to change everything, right? And this also means you need to skill up now. If you haven't, take an example, like you can take an example of agent gpt. It's a free tool, you can check it out. This works exactly like that. You can give it a task, it's going to go out and start doing it, right? You might need an api. They give you a free version for a little while, right? But now you can imagine just what it happens. Now can you imagine what's going to happen when cyber criminals start using this? So instead of having a small army of ai bots helping you secure environment, you can have a single cyber criminal commanding a small army of AI bots that are going to be trying to break into your environment, right? And doing phishing, doing malware. This is going to be a big change going forward. What's the second trend which I see, guys? Everyone can code. What does that mean? Now, and things like data analysis, software development, they were long domains that required specialized knowledge and technical expertise. Something game changing has happened in the recent years. OpenAI, it has released its code interpreter, which is going to change the field. It's going to make access to very powerful tools accessible through simple prompts. Okay, it's like a Python interpreter which is running in a secure sandbox, and you can literally talk back to it, give it simple prompts. It's going to like completely create, do activities which are accessible only to data scientists, right? It's going to change the way professionals interact with Python code and analyze data. It's going to transform complex tasks, code quality, data analysis. You can also do e-discovery, forensics, those sort of things. Cybersecurity is going to impact information e-discovery. You can potentially do forensic analysis. And I'm not going to recommend you put it on the cloud, of course, but this is going to happen because of just how powerful it is. It's literally available to anybody who has access to the OpenAI paid model. You can just go to the settings and open code interpreter. I'm going to be creating a detailed video on this, how to use this. But it's not just a tool for data scientists, right? Anybody who needs an access to a Python sandbox with just a simple prompts, you can automate complex tasks, merge data analysis. Digital marketing professionals, they can use it for search engine optimization. And I can guarantee you, people in your company will start using this once they start seeing the potential. So you need to start understanding this. Everybody can now be able to code. Okay, this is not just like software security professionals. This is not going to happen immediately, but definitely there's a huge change coming along with the power of these sort of interpreters which are becoming available to anyone. What else? Generative ai scams, things like chat gpt, mid journey. They have been like captured the imagination of people everywhere. But unfortunately, they're going to lead to scams also. You know how phishing used to work, right? You would get these emails with a poor, like a poor grammar, poor spelling mistakes, and you would teach the people to be aware of them so that they don't get tricked, right? Unfortunately, with generative AI, now people are going to be making deep fake scams. You've seen the one with Tom Cruise. You've seen the one with like Morgan Freeman, where it's so easy to just create fake videos and show it to people. They will not be aware. HR people might get fooled by this. Your CEO, somebody can create a deep fake with your CEO's picture. Okay, put it on the internet. Somebody can create like a deep fake pretending to be a remote employee and gain access to your data. Uh, On and on. Like your HR people could be fooled into hiring a cyber criminal because deepfakes are going to be so easy to create because of generative AI. Are you aware of this? Have you trained your staff to be like find out what are the telltale signs of like generated AI, right? So you need to update your cybersecurity awareness presentations. Teach them about deepfake. Teach them, if you're still teaching them that beware of like emails with spelling mistakes. Guys, I hate to tell you this. Things like ChatGPT, things like deepfakes, they've completely changed the game. It won't work anymore. So you need to upgrade your security presentations, upgrade your awareness to be aware of these new type of scams. What else is there? Quantum computing. Now, if you've heard of this, it has the potential to, like, quantum computing is basically changes the way in which computing works. Instead of bits and bytes, it's going to work on quantum mechanics, which are going to greatly, like massively increase the processing power, right? And when processing power increase, there like cybersecurity and cybercrime is going to get impacted. What does that mean? You can use quantum computing to potentially break public key encryptions, right? All the encryption which you're relying on, like standards like PCI DSS, ISO, right? Can you imagine you rely on digital signatures for verifying the authenticity, right? And they rely on asymmetric algorithms. If an attacker with a quantum computing can break these algorithms, they could forge digital signatures, right, and tamper with financial transactions. You could undermine digital signatures, enabling cyber criminals to impersonate others and forge digital documents. It could lead to fraudulent transactions, manipulation of data. Or what is password cracking, right? Quantum computing's computational power is so powerful, it could significantly accelerate password cracking. Your traditional brute force methods, it could become much, much faster. You could also reverse engineer. They could aid cyber criminals in reverse engineering proprietary algorithms and protocols which you are using, SSL, your hashing algorithms, all those which are relying on most of your the standards which are there, which are relying on, they could potentially break it. That is how powerful quantum computing is. Are you aware of this? What have you thought about? Read up on quantum computing. It's still experimental, but it's very, very close now. It's just like ChatGPT, which is going to come up and shake up everything. And believe me, quantum computing is something, once it becomes, the cloud providers start making it available, cyber criminals are going to jump on the bandwagon. So these are just four of the things, guys, I thought you might to know. This is some things you need to be aware of because it's going to impact cybersecurity in a massive way. I hope this was useful to you. So please do like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.